Hello, YouTube. Good evening. Hope your week is going well so far. Welcome to once again another edition of The Edward. I am your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I will be discussing my reaction to the first official synopsis for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. It's really promising stuff, and I have it right here in front of me. So just be warned, if you don't want to know anything more about the movie and you'd rather just wait and see it, and you don't want to see any of the trailers or photos or know anything about the plot, do not listen to or watch this video, as I will be discussing theories as to what we may or may not see in the film, and I'm also about to read the synopsis right now, so you have been warned. Fearing the actions of a godlike superhero left unchecked, Gotham City's own formidable, forceful vigilante takes on Metropolis's most revered modern-day savior, while the world wrestles with what sort of hero it really needs. And with Batman and Superman at war with one another, a new threat quickly arises, putting mankind in greater danger than it's ever known before. This is really exciting stuff, you guys. I can't tell you how pumped I was after reading that earlier this morning. And it was the best way to start off a Tuesday morning. I'm in the kitchen, and I'm having a bowl of cereal, and I get onto my phone, and I open up Facebook just to see what's going on, and that is the first thing I see. That is the first article I see, is synopsis revealed for Batman v Superman. I'm like, ugh. And I immediately tap that article and I read it, and I gotta tell you, I am really pumped. You know, this is really exciting stuff. So what I think this means is that obviously they're going to be at odds for a while. But this also could prove my theory, one of my theories that I discussed in one of my other Batman v Superman videos a while ago. This could be a case where Lex Luthor isn't necessarily pitting them against each other or manipulating one of them to destroy the other. Because one of my theories is that Luthor would be pitting them against each other and manipulating both of them to get them to destroy each other so he doesn't have to do it himself. And that still may happen in the movie. However, this synopsis has made me think that Batman may genuinely see Superman as a very real threat, and rather more of an enemy and a force for destruction rather than a force for good. You know, despite him saving Metropolis in Man of Steel, Batman, you know, may just be a paranoid old coot who's like, nope, I don't like this. I don't trust this guy. I don't like the way he looks. Nobody can be that charismatic and nice. No way. This guy can't be trusted, and he can't be controlled. We've seen his strength, what it can do, what he's capable of. No way. We can't have this guy flying around doing whatever he wants. So, you know, and this synopsis seems to support that Batman is going to take it on himself to deal with Superman one way or another. On the other hand, though, this synopsis, you know, all of this is most likely going to appear in the film. Well, I mean, it definitely will appear in the film, but how it all plays out is another story. Excuse me, my apologies. But anyway, so it's going to be interesting to see as to why Batman, hopefully Batman will give or show us his reasons as to why he thinks Superman is such a threat and is more of an enemy than a savior to the planet. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And then what really has me excited is the bit where it says, and with Batman and Superman at war with one another, a new threat quickly arises, putting mankind in greater danger than it's ever known before. I mean, the threat that Zod and the other Kryptonians posed to the people of Earth in Man of Steel when they attempted to use their world engines to basically turn the Earth into a new planet Krypton, thus effectively wiping out mankind. You know, that was a pretty serious, grave threat. So whatever this new threat is either going to top that or be just as dangerous. And I think this new threat could be Doomsday. I think Doomsday could very well be a part of it. I mean, if he's not the one and only threat, he's going to be one of the obstacles in the movie. He's going to be one of the bad guys. We have no confirmation as of yet. However, Comic-Con is going to be here sooner than we know it. It'll be happening in San Diego later next month in early July, and we are definitely going to see some news coverage there, and we're going to see a lot of action from the Warner Brothers panel, because Marvel is skipping it this year, so that gives DC and Warner Brothers, a chance in the spotlight along with everybody else, all the other franchises and whatnot, and TV shows. But, yeah, so I think it's expected for Batman v Superman to steal the show, so to speak. So that's going to be exciting to see, and what kind of announcements come from there, and what they intend to do, and what it all ultimately means. So I think this new threat is definitely going to be a much, much bigger problem than whatever beef pops up between Batman and Superman. Sure, they're going to resent and hate each other for a while, but something is going to make them change their focus from killing each other to stopping whatever this new threat is in the name of protecting and preserving the people of Earth. And one is going to convince the other that they need the other's help, because, quite frankly, if this threat is as grave and deadly as this synopsis makes it out to be, one of them is going to tell the other, I can't do this alone, and despite what we just went through, and despite everything we've done to each other and what we think of each other, I need your help. And then the other one will reluctantly be like, fine. However, if it's a situation where it's not just these two, but the other DC characters confirmed to appear in this film, including Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Cyborg, they could appear as well. However, I doubt that we're going to see some big battle scene with all 5 of them fighting whatever threat it is, if it's Doomsday or something else, although that would be tremendously awesome, let's be honest. I doubt we're going to see that. However, each one will probably have a little spot, like their 10 minutes of fame in the spotlight, or a glorified cameo. Who knows? And whether or not they're helping Batman and Superman fight this new enemy or this new threat, or keep them from killing each other, remains to be seen. But they're definitely, each character, I think, is going to get an efficient, satisfactory amount of screen time. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Overall, I'm just hoping that this movie doesn't suck, and that it's a magical, wonderful, beautiful thing that happens unexpectedly. So please let that happen. But at the same time, even if it's garbage, I'll probably still enjoy it, because unfortunately I'm kind of dense when it comes to superhero films. Of course, I probably shouldn't say that as a film and TV critic or reviewer, but everybody has their opinions. So, like I said, guys, this movie could completely tank, and I might find myself in the same boat as the rest of you saying, oh man, what a piece of shit that was. Wow, that really sucked. Or I could be one of the many people who will be like, yay, it rocked, it lived up to all the hype and expectations, yay! Who knows? I mean, we'll know when we know. But overall, this synopsis is extremely promising. It has me even more pumped than before. And overall, I'm just really, really excited and looking forward to seeing these two duke it out and eventually work side by side with each other in this movie. And what this new threat could be. It's either going to be Doomsday, or Lex Luthor is going to create some kind of machine or robot, or possibly like a battalion of robots or cyborgs that'll somehow threaten the Earth, and he intends to use them for something else, but things go haywire and the cyborgs go out of his control, and he can't shut them down, and that forces Superman and Batman to team up with each other to take them down together side by side, possibly with the help and the aid of Wonder Woman, Aquaman, or Cyborg. But this movie is mostly going to focus on our 2 title characters. So, but you know what? It'll be just as fun. I'm sure it's going to be just as exciting. But, like I said earlier, just because this synopsis makes it sound like Batman is going to fight a one-man battle trying to take down Superman, it doesn't mean that Luthor doesn't have anything to do with it. I still think we're going to see Luthor playing a very, very big hand in it, where he's manipulating these 2 titans to destroy each other for his own personal ends, for his own personal means, or if he's just, kind of whispering to Batman, do it, kill him. Here, have this kryptonite spear I made. And, you know, that's another thing that's popped up recently. Rumors have begun circulating that the weapon that Batman intends to use against Superman and very well, you know, ultimately kill him is a kryptonite spear, which basically, from the sound of it, at least in my opinion, it sounds like a heavy-duty spear with a kryptonite spear tip, you know, for the blade. And, like, you can use that to impale and stab Superman with. It almost sounds like something Darkseid would have, and he very well could have. You know, later on when he appears in the DC Cinematic Universe and he's in a couple of movies, he very well may use that weapon, like Batman or Luthor will attempt to use in this movie. However, that all remains to be seen, and that's just a rumor for now regarding the kryptonite spear. That's just a rumor. But it's an exciting rumor. You know, it's a juicy one. But this new threat, it's going to have something to... It will either have something to do with Luthor, or it'll be another outer space alien threat. Or, hopefully, it's Doomsday. Like, Doomsday, Luthor originally creates him so he can control him, but Doomsday actually becomes his own thinking, independent, free man, so to speak, even though he's a monster. But he's his own man, and even Luthor can't stop him or control him. So maybe that's the new threat that's you know, threatening to destroy the world or threatens millions of lives or something, and only Batman and Superman can stop him. Because Doomsday is supposed to have similar powers and strength to Superman, so Doomsday can be just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than Superman. But let's face it, it's pretty hard to beat Superman because, you know, he's overall a good guy, but if you get on his bad side, he does have a temper, so you'd be warned. Overall, though, yeah, I like the way this movie sounds. I'm already excited for it, and this just adds to my excitement and hype, and hopefully it lives up to all the excitement and hype. And so a few more items before we log off for the night. You know, and the other line in the synopsis where it talks about the world struggling to figure out what kind of superhero it really needs, or what kind of hero it needs. Because, you know, people may be torn between the two titans. People be like, well, you know, Superman saved my life. I live in Metropolis, and most of the battle happened there, and he destroyed a lot of buildings, but overall, he saved my life. He saved all our lives. We should be grateful to him. He's a hero. Other people who also live in Metropolis may be like, no, he's not a hero. He killed countless thousands innocent civilians by destroying so much public and private property and so many buildings. No, he is a monster who's out of control and has too much strength for his own good. And then you have the group of people, like all the Gothamites, who support Batman. It's like, well, you know, Batman's always done all right by us, and if he's got a problem with Superman, then he's probably got a real valid reason, and we should side with Batman and you know, help him take down Superman. Maybe, you know, we might see some people like that. But I think what this movie is going to do, it's going to show the world that it can't be protected by one lone superhero. It can be protected by an entire team of superheroes working together, leading up to the Justice League. You know, I think that's pretty obvious. I think the world is going to figure out and see, after everything goes down in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, once their conflict is resolved between the two main characters, and once the threat is neutralized and things are returned to normal and to peace, I think we're going to see the establishment, or see a tone building up towards the Justice League, and we're going to see the people of Earth on board for a team of superheroes, since they can't seem to trust one or two. So I think that's what that line in the synopsis means. And something else, it's been confirmed finally that director James Wan is now definitely set to direct the solo Aquaman film, which is due out in theaters July 2018. So yay, that's cool, that's exciting. I mean, we heard rumors a while back about how he was being eyed and in negotiations for being the director of the solo Aquaman film, and now it sounds like it's definitely happening. You know, the fact that they've hired him as a director means that they most likely have a script or a treatment or some kind of outline that he and the screenwriters will twerk and work on, and you know, do a little thing, a few changes here and there. But it's definitely happening. The fact that they've confirmed they have a director for Aquaman means that that movie is definitely pushing forward, and the DC universe is moving beyond Batman v Superman and the Suicide Squad. So yay, that's exciting. I mean, James Wan just delivered us Furious 7, which is which just crushed at the box office, and it did super well with fans and critics alike. And it's got me wanting to give the Fast and Furious franchise another chance. As you guys know, and if you've seen in my other videos, I am not a huge Fast and Furious fan. I saw the first movie years ago, and I did not care for it. However, I think I need to give the franchise another shot because these movies look and sound so much more better and exciting than the last one as they continue to go on. So that says a lot about Furious 8. So hopefully Furious 8 is just as good, if not better, than Furious 7. Of course, I haven't seen any of the other Furious movies, so I guess I can't really say that. But it's still exciting. You know, a director who's hot off a successful movie is now being courted to direct and is set to direct another highly anticipated fun movie. Hopefully that's what Aquaman is going for. So yay, that's happening. It's finally happening. James Wan is set to direct Aquaman. So yeah, overall, guys, I've got a great feeling about all of this. It's all very, very exciting. So yay! Looking forward. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. I hope you've enjoyed listening to this video as I enjoyed making it. And I hope you guys are just as excited and intrigued by the synopsis for Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice as I am. I'm very, very excited about it now. I already was, but I'm just even more now. And, I hope you guys feel the same way about the DC Universe as I do. And if not, please comment and leave your thoughts and opinions down below. Let's try to be respectful and courteous of one another's thoughts and opinions. But yeah, if you guys have your own thoughts and ideas as to what we may or may not see from Batman v Superman or the rest of the DC Universe, or why you don't really care for it or you're not looking forward to it, just let me know down below. I'd love to hear from you. I encourage everybody, both the yays and the no's, to reach out and speak your piece. Everybody just, speak your piece and leave your thoughts and opinions and comments down below. And please subscribe and like this video. And more content will be coming up as we get closer to Friday, which will be the Jurassic World premiere. That's exciting. I'll definitely be doing a film review after I've seen that. So, and I know I promised I'd do a Mad Max film review, you guys. I'm really sorry. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow night. But I just wanted to do this synopsis reaction video because it's, freshly on my mind and I'm super pumped about it. Well, guys, as usual, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. And of course, may the Force be with you.